Hello everyone and welcome to today's match that I'm going to be streaming, the ATP Next Gen Finals between Alcaraz and Korda. The number 1 and 2 seeds was pretty much an expected final here at the Next Gen Finals, but nevertheless, we're looking forward to an interesting match. 64% of the people on the fan vote voted for Alcaraz. I think for me personally as well, I would have voted for Alcaraz. He's definitely the favourite going into this match. He's the highest ATP ranked, number 1 seed. He's had the most dominant performances in his matches. And I think overall, he's definitely the favourite here tonight. We also got, obviously, the stats, the scoreboard. We've also got a live sub count now. So for anyone watching, if you want to subscribe and you want to see that number hopefully go up, then definitely subscribe, and also let me know in the chat, in the comments, what your thoughts are of the match, who you think's gonna win, and yeah, just say hello. That'll be the main thing. We've also got the score here of the Tommy Paul against Shapovalov match. Tommy Paul did win the Stockholm final, which was pretty surprising. I thought Shapovalov would have won that one, but he managed to edge it out in 3 sets, which was yeah, pretty surprising result if you're gonna ask me. But I thought I'd get on here, quite early, just so that I can, get a few of you, chatting, let you know my opinion on how I think this match is going to pan out, and exactly, what we're going to be looking for, and let me know if you're excited. For me, I've already said this, but I think Alcaraz will win. I think he's definitely the favourite going into this match, and he's just got the bigger weapons. He's got the huge forehand with lots of spin, and he's got a solid backhand. He does make a few errors, but in the pressure situations, like we saw against Baez yesterday, I think there was one time where he was 40-15 down on serve and ended up winning the service game because he just hit 3 like aces in a row, which just goes to show that he is incredibly strong under pressure. And he's definitely to be a worthy opponent for Korda here. I think they're going to be starting the match in about 7 to 8 minutes, so we've got a bit of time just to chat. So if you want to type something in the live chat, let me know your thoughts of the match or ask me any questions. Now will probably be the best time to do so because all of my attention is on you guys before we start commentating on the match. Felix, are you planning to do Tennis Europes next year? See, I can put that on the screen now. We're getting some better technology here. Tennis Europes, no. So I'm 18 now, so I'm looking to play futures at the beginning of next year and throughout next year. Lucian is my younger brother. He's 15, and so he will probably be looking to do some junior ITF tournaments next year. So he'll, trying to get his first point, and I'll also be trying to get my first ATP point throughout, next year, playing tournaments, stuff like that. And obviously, we'll take you guys along that journey with us, which will be super exciting. So for any of you that are, watching our videos for a long time, there's definitely some exciting stuff to come. Just 1 second. There we go. These things are in the shot. That's why we start the stream early, so we can get those little things out of the way that could be frustrating or annoying if we notice them that it was at the end. Shapovalov's second serve returns with bad today, only 29% on Paul's second serve. Yeah, well, that's the key stat. I mean, we know that tennis is literally all about serve. Well, not literally all, but mostly about serving. And, if you're returning badly or you're serving badly, then it's going to, be a deciding factor in a match. I mean, yeah. I mean, Tommy Paul, obviously, if you've got it depends, because when you watch it on the television, it may seem like he's having a bad day on the return side of things. But actually, it could just be that Tommy Paul's putting a different level of spin or pace on the ball, which obviously Chapo wasn't able to deal with as a lefty, maybe, or just in general. Because sometimes when you watch matches courtside, you go on you watch on YouTube some court level points. I don't know, let's say of a hard court Cincinnati Open or something, and you're watching these highlights, and you're like, it's so different to how it is on the court because they're playing with such levels of spin, height over the net, drop shots. So it's super interesting to actually watch from a court level perspective. And we posted a video the other, I think 2 weeks ago now, of me playing some court level points. You can go check that out on the channel. But yeah, I think it's interesting to have that court level perspective because the ball's actually traveling faster with more spin than you see, or the camera angle on the professional like game lets up, and so it's interesting to go. That's why people go and watch tennis in real life, because it's so much more interesting. There's a crowd, you're kind of courtside, I guess, and yeah, super exciting to get that kind of insight into the way these guys are hitting the ball. All right, so I think I'll just kind of talk through how I think the match is going to pan out. For me, I think it's going to be all about the tie breaks. 3-all is a relatively easy scoreline to get to, even if you're maybe a slightly inferior server. So definitely looking to get to the tie breaks. If I were Korda, he's got a strong serve as well. He's obviously quite tall, so I reckon we'll see a first set tie break and a second set tie break. I think that both first two sets will be quite telling, and then depending on how those first two pan out, I say if Alcaraz can win them both, then he's going to be winning the match. And but if it's one set all, then we never know. And if it's 2 sets Korda, then of course I think Alcaraz will win the next one, and then it will kind of go all the way to a fifth. What do you feel is your biggest challenge as you get ready to pursue ATP points? My biggest challenge, I'd say, is just improving my game. My biggest challenge is obviously improving to the point where I'd feel confident and, I feel confident in my ability, but just to the point where I'm playing such high-level players that obviously you need to be able to be at such a high fitness level and obviously tennis level to compete with these guys. So I think, the biggest challenge would definitely be playing enough tennis to feel confident playing these players, which is obviously something I've been, trying to do. And obviously the amount of tennis that I'm playing is a lot more than I was previously. I think previously I was maybe playing a maximum of maybe 6 to 10 hours a week when I was in school. And now, this week so far, from Monday to Friday, I think I played probably about 16, 17 hours. So really putting in a hard shift, that plus the S&C. Then I was at Moratoglu the week before. Yeah, so really getting myself in good physical shape, but also a good shape for tennis, and also making sure I'm staying, sharp mentally and tactically, so that it's not just, hitting loads of balls, but I'm also thinking, okay, how is this drill going to help me to become a better tennis player? Am I going to, can I practice drop shots? Because sometimes when players are playing in these training sessions, you're playing points, you're just playing to win, and that's great. But sometimes you need to think, okay, here I'm going to serve and volley just this game, or this game I'm now going to just hit loads of drop shots, or I'm going to try and go for a bit more of a slice. I'm going to go high to his backhand, see how he deals with it. Work out these little different strategies in training, so when it comes to a match, you kind of know what works and what doesn't work against different types of players. Because that's kind of the whole point of a training session, if to try out what works and what doesn't work, and using that time wisely rather than just kind of hitting balls, because you're going to be doing that anyway. Where do you see yourself in the next couple of years? I mean, it's a difficult question, to be honest, because I'll go to university next year, and so that would obviously take me on a slightly different journey to as if I were to just go straight into playing ATP tournaments. So I guess after university, I see myself, giving it a go at the ATP tour, trying to get as high as I can in the rankings, and I think as long as I'm putting in the work and putting in a solid shift, who knows how high in the rankings I can go. Obviously, hopefully become top 100, play all the Grand Slams. That would definitely be an aim of mine. How difficult has that transition to more hours on court been on your body? Pretty tough. I mean, I've definitely had days where I'm feeling depleted, I'm feeling out of it, but then obviously, knowing how to rest then. But also, I've been trying different methods of recovery, ice baths, kind of heat therapy, different stuff like that, obviously foam rolling. All of that stuff does definitely help, and it's getting a system by which you understand your body in the best way so that you can kind of effectively recover the quickest, if that makes sense. Let's just see if we can get the match up. It should be starting pretty soon. Let's have a look. 8 p.m. Let's have a look. Starting shortly. Cool. And yeah, I think I'm definitely enjoying the more hours of tennis. That's something I know. I'm definitely enjoying the hours of tennis. I'm looking forward to be playing more, and then obviously, hopefully during this kind of Christmas season there won't be any tournaments, and then I'll play a lot of tournaments next year. So definitely just preparing myself physically, mentally, for those tournaments is super important. And as well, yeah, I think it's just also important that you have a realistic approach. You know, if you have a realistic approach, you're kind of not pushing yourself too hard. You're not being unrealistic with the amount of pressure you're putting on yourself. So, you know, I'm quite focused on my nutrition, but not, you know, saying I have to eat like this many like calories, this like healthy food the whole time, because it can obviously get quite draining mentally. So just giving yourself breaks, giving yourself rest, and just kind of eat an overall kind of balanced diet, and a healthy diet, and making sure you're kind of getting in the right nutrients and stuff is super important, and not kind of putting that pressure on yourself, kind of going all in at once, you know. And yeah, they're just starting the live stream now on the on Amazon Prime, which is where I'm watching this. I'm glad you enjoyed my transparent answers. I'm glad to hear that. But now we have Alcaraz against Korda, the final of the next gen finals, the battle between the seed number 1 and the seed number 2 in the Allianz Cloud Arena. Be interesting to see who comes out on top here. Obviously, there's no ATP points on the line, but I'm sure it's all about pride for these guys and trying to really, you know, there's something you need, something you win, and something you kind of put on your CV almost, or your tennis CV. You know, winning the next gen finals definitely puts you up there with all of the people looking at definitely a next prospect in the tennis world. And for me, like I said, I think Alcaraz is going to take the crown here. 64% of you as well on Tennis Live also think that. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out, and whether the match is a long one or not. I've watched 2 matches so far, one of which has been the longest match in Next Gen Finals history, and one of which has been a 1-hour triple break 3-set win by Alcaraz, 4-1, 4-2, 4-1 or something, or 4-2, 4-1, 4-2. And then the other one was Gaston against Mazzetti, which was a 5-set thriller. So definitely intrigued to see whether this is a long match, a tight match. What's going to happen? Are there going to be tie breaks? Are there going to be breaks? You know, what we have seen is a lot of, you know, sudden death points. Those are always interesting to see how the players deal with those ones. And yeah, also interesting to see how both of the players deal with the pressure of you know, being in this final. Hi Calvin in the chat. What do you think is Alcaraz's future? I'm thinking he could make at least quarterfinals in a slam next year. For me, I think by the end of next year, Alcaraz will be top 25, top 20 maybe, or maybe even top 10. I mean, he's got such an extreme talent. If he keeps developing his game, I definitely believe that he can definitely make quarterfinals with a bit of luck of the draw. It's always a bit of luck of the draw. But yeah, quarterfinals I definitely say is possible. Maybe even semis if he plays an unbelievable tournament. Because of course these are the players that he's going to be playing against in the event. And to get like quarterfinals, you need to beat someone who's top 8 seed and top 16 seed, and he would probably maybe be 32 seed. You know, so if you can beat 2 players, and he's already beaten guys like Tsitsipas, so I mean, he's definitely got the level required, if that makes sense, to be beating these guys. You know. Let me know if you're in the chat if you're excited to watch this match with me or listen to this match with me. I definitely am excited to be commentating over it, as we have Seb Korda walking out onto the court now. Obviously, there's only a 1 minute warm up for these matches, which is extremely interesting, or a shorter warm up at least. I think it is 1 minute, which is a strange thing as a commentator. Usually I have like 5 minutes to talk through the players, but for this one I don't. So we should just start that straight away now. We've got Carlos Alcaraz, ranked 32, so yeah, he would be top 32 in the Grand Slam. He's 18 years of age, the second youngest Next Gen Finals participant behind Yannick Sinner by I think 4 months, who also won. So I mean, no pressure. From Spain, obviously 6'1", 2 centimeters taller than me. He's right-handed, 28-17 this year, year-to-date win-loss record, pretty solid, and 1 career title, which I believe was in UMAG, I think, 250. Sebastian Korda, the number 2 seed. He's ranked 39, so not many places behind. He's 21 years old, 3 years older than Alcaraz. That's still quite a big difference in junior tennis, though. 3 years is quite a long time. From the US, he's 6'5". Guy's a machine on the serve. And he's right-handed, 28-17. and he has 0 career titles. 28-17 compared to 28-17. They have the same win-loss record. Anyway, back to the stream now, and Carlos Alcaraz now walking out on court. The stadium doesn't look too full actually. I probably will fill up as people come in for the match, but obviously it's such a quick format. You don't want to miss anything in this kind of format. What is your next tournament? My next tournament will probably be next year, most likely, some sort of Futures event or British Tour event here in the UK. But we remain to see. But Alcaraz walks out on court. He's got the same checkered shirt, maybe his lucky shirt on. I mean, some players have these superstitions. Nothing against that. But, well, yeah, nothing against that, full stop. I don't know why I was adding a but there. Korda, obviously, with the signature, the hairband there, and all ready to go. I think both of them are... I would be slightly apprehensive going into this match, but I think they'll both be pretty excited because there's obviously not a lot on the line in terms of, like, there's not a lot of, like, ATP points or stuff like that, but there's a lot of, like, pride and being the next-gen finals winner, you know, which is obviously extremely important. And I guess it's a good insight into maybe how some high-level matches on the ATP tour, like, pressure-wise will be. Like, if they're playing a Grand Slam semis, it's obviously going to be an extreme amount of pressure. So this will kind of help them to learn how to deal with that almost. Korda won a title on clay this year. Did he? Oh, that's apologies for the incorrect statistic there. Was it an ATP title? That's the question. I haven't looked into Korda's specifics, but I'm sure they'll have an overlay on the screen here on the Amazon Prime. So we'll have a look. Which university will you be playing for? I'm actually staying in the UK and going to Bath University, so I'll be playing and training there, which is super exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to it, and hopefully I'll go in there with like a solid base of like an ATP point or a few ATP points, hopefully, or at least experience on the professional tour, you know. Yes, definitely looking at Alcaraz here. He played Holger Rune, then Nakashima, then Cerundolo, and then Baez. So he's played the numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is the first player he's played within the top. Oh, he's played seed number 4. Seed number 3 and 2 he has not faced. So first time playing one of those guys. And yeah, a solid performance again yesterday from Alcaraz. Yeah, looking at Sebastian Korda now. Turned pro in 2018 from Bradenton, Florida. He's 77 kilograms at 196. That's pretty light. But, you know, as a tennis player, you need also like agility, power, such a complex sport of so many things that you need. They're already warming up serve, so yeah, it is 1 minute warm up. He's faced Gaston, Baez, and Mazzetti. He's had 2 5-setters, and the other ones all contained a tie break. So definitely looking for... There will be tie breaks in this one, I think. Unless Alcaraz runs away with it, we will definitely be seeing tie breaks. And this is going to be a matchup which I'm thoroughly looking forward to. They've obviously got the statistics on their monitor, which is an interesting addition, so they can see the match stats as they're playing, which is something I'd actually like to see in like a kind of lower level tournaments as well, because I think it's a good idea, because then you can kind of, it's not coaching necessarily, it's just kind of knowing kind of what you're doing well, what you're not doing well, just to help you improve and know what you need to do better. So here we go. Alcaraz to serve first. The bomb serves. I'm getting ready for them. Flawless serving. Thank you, Ayush, for subscribing. Perfect serving performance yesterday. So let's see what he's got in the locker today, shall we? Here we go. Alcaraz to serve. First serve goes the body of Korda goes down the line with the forehand. Korda goes cross court, but Alcaraz puts the backhand long. I mean, I haven't watched too much of Korda. I've watched more of Alcaraz in the next gen finals so far. So maybe I'll be surprised with a performance from Korda. But like I said, I think there will definitely be tie breaks. There will definitely be a battle. And it will be all about who can utilize those sudden death points in the best way, in their favor. You know, because they could go either way. Alcaraz with the serve down the tee is just wide. Slightly different camera angle I'm looking at now, and it's just slightly on a diagonal of the court. It really gives you an impression, like slightly more of what I was talking about earlier, the court level with the spin. Goes to Korda's backhand, who goes cross. Korda goes back to Alcaraz's backhand, who puts it short through the middle. Korda with a forehand approaches, and Alcaraz puts the backhand into the net. Solid play from Korda. Let me just move my stream deck a bit closer so I can play the applause. There we go. Solid stuff. And again, we saw earlier in the other matches that it's all about momentum at this tournament. It seems like, you know, one player wins 2 or 3 points, then the other player wins 2 or 3 points. Not usually something you see too often, but not a lot of back and forth, you know. Serve out wide from Alcaraz. Korda misses in the net. And that's something he's going to be looking to do, getting a lot of the first serve cheap points, which is what he was doing yesterday. So if you can have games where you're winning 2 or more points from like a missed error or forced error on the return, or missed return, forced error on the return, or an ace, you're going to be winning like over 70-80% of the games. Serve down the tee goes long, especially in sudden death juice as well. You know, if anything 3+, you're 100% winning the game, or 99%. Second serve. Ooh, it's a double fault, and Korda has 3 break points already in this set. Not what we were expecting. I was expecting a strong serving performance from Alcaraz, if I'm being honest. Now this is a slightly interesting start after 2 minutes, and Korda will look to capitalise here on Alcaraz's sleepiness almost. Let's have a look what's going to happen. Korda looking calm. Serve to Korda's forehand goes through the middle. Alcaraz goes inside in. Korda goes forehand cross. Bang on the line. No, it's just long. Another break point save there from Alcaraz. Just needs to keep his cool. He needs to get through this game. The first service game is always the hardest. You're going to have the highest nerves. You're going to have the least amount of like racket head speed because you're not going to be as warm as you will be during the rest of the match. So he needs to get one game on the board in his favour here rather than in Korda's favour. Serve goes out wide. Korda goes backhand cross. Pulls it wide. Good serving from Alcaraz. This is what I said. He's good under pressure, this guy. And in sudden death juice. First sudden death juice. I said it would be about sudden death juices. Who can perform in these moments? And we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Juice. Alcaraz to serve. Can he neutralise the third break point already in this match? Serve goes out wide. Korda goes backhand cross. Alcaraz goes backhand down the line. Korda goes forehand cross. Alcaraz goes forehand cross. Good depth. Korda goes bang on the baseline. Stuck in the backhand cross court rally. Alcaraz opens up the line, gets the net cord. Korda slices and comes into the net. He puts away the volley. No, he doesn't. He misses the volley. An easy on the net backhand volley. And that's going to be slight nerves. And he's given away 3 break points. And given Alcaraz the first game of this first set. And wow, what an opening game already. I mean, Korda literally on top of the net there. And putting that ball miles wide. So I don't know what he's doing. And yeah, just looking at Alcaraz's forehand and backhand pace. 48% he's played, or placement, played to the juice side, and 44 to the ad. So he's played pretty solid consistency, you know, between the points. I'm just going to change the delay on the scoreline because it's just showing a bit too early for what I'd like earlier than I'm saying it. So here we go. Let's just change it. So there we go. Let's see if that works. There we go. Study love Korda as Alcaraz misses 2 returns. Just needs to stay consistent, with what he's doing. Love Korda on serve now. Goes serve down the tee. Goes long. Again, 6'5". He's gonna have a strong serve. I mean, it's to be expected at this point. So kick serve to Alcaraz's backhand goes through the middle. Korda goes backhand cross. Goes long. Close call, but definitely long on that one. 30-15. Theodore Devotee, Sebastian Korda's coach, looking on. I think it's going to be an interesting match in terms of, like I said, the sudden death points and also a serving masterclass from both of these players. When I say serving masterclass, I mean it's going to be interesting to see how both of these players are able to serve under the pressure. Solid return from Alcaraz to Korda's backhand, who puts it in the net. 30 all. We've seen a lot of back and forth already. Total points won, 6-5. But really striking the ball. Korda's Alcaraz's average forehand topspin speed is 10 kilometers higher than usual. Clearly, well, in the whole tournament so far, 128 kilometers an hour. Clearly striking the ball with some serious pace. Serious pace. 30 all. Maybe an opportunity to get us under the point. Good serve from Korda, goes down the tee. Alcaraz misses the return. I was talking about 3 points. You want the 3 points. That's exactly what you need. 3 points in tennis. Love to see it. 40-30 Korda. Serve to Alcaraz's backhand is pushed long. Starting off the serving, he's won everything on his first serve. Second serve goes to Alcaraz's backhand, goes through the middle. Korda goes backhand cross. Alcaraz goes backhand cross. Korda with a slice. Alcaraz runs around, hits a forehand inside out, bang on the line. Korda goes slice through the middle. Alcaraz approaches to Korda's forehand, comes in and plays a volley, can't quite get it. Korda holds, and 1-1 in the opening set. Again, Alcaraz looking to be aggressive there, not quite doing enough on the middle forehand. Approaching to Korda's forehand, probably not the best idea with such a large wingspan. But yeah, 1-1 looking pretty even so far. 6 points each, 1 game each. 7 minutes in, we could be in for a long one and a battle at that. Let's see what Alcaraz can provide now. Serve goes out wide. Is that an ace? No, it's a let. No, it was wide. I don't have any sound on the monitor. For those of you that are recurring viewers, then you would know. Kick serve to Korda's backhand, goes down the tee. What a return, comes into the net, smashes. Alcaraz gets there, but puts it in the net. Plays a kind of a smash, but it bounces super high, and Alcaraz kind of manages to get there, but puts it in the net himself. Looking at some of the stats already, we've got 100% first serve. They're both having extremely good serving games already. 80% on the win percentage on the first serve for Alcaraz, with a 63% first serve percentage. Serve goes down the tee from Alcaraz. Korda misses the return. Another first serve point one. Another 3 point. She's definitely going to be enjoying it. Also means that you don't have to run. You're not getting your heart rate up, and it's hard to serve with a super high heart rate. And you're obviously going to make more mistakes then. So yeah, it's good to keep the heart rate low, especially with the pressure. The pressure is going to increase your heart rate, going to make you more jittery. So serving a few aces helps dull the nerves, and more return errors from Korda means Alcaraz is 1 point closer to holding his serve once again. 211 kilometers an hour on that one. That is some serious pace on that serve. Well, he's not small, but he's not exactly an absolutely huge guy. So putting that type of pace on a serve really takes a great technique and a lot of practice. Second serve now for Alcaraz. He's won 0% on the second serve so far, so looking to get at least something on the board. Kicks up to Korda's backhand and goes cross, and Alcaraz misses in the net. Korda looking to be aggressive on Alcaraz's second serve there. Clearly a strategy, you can tell, because he's almost stepped in before he's hit the serve and taken it nice and early. On Al thinks Alcaraz will win for sure. For sure? Maybe not for sure, but that's definitely what the fan vote says, in favour of Alcaraz, definitely. 30 all. Even once again in this match, and Alcaraz again stuck in a position where he could go down 2 break points. Serves to Korda's body, goes forehand down the line. Korda goes backhand cross. Alcaraz goes back through the middle. Korda goes backhand to Alcaraz's forehand, goes inside in, gets a net cord. Korda goes with the slice cross court. Alcaraz, great angle. Korda goes round the net down the line, and Alcaraz misses in the net. That is a joke of a shot. Korda's run round kind of the net and hit like a slap forehand down the line off a great shot from Alcaraz. And Alcaraz has sliced the ball into the net, and we've got 2 break points once again for Korda. So it'll be 5 so far in the match, I believe. Let's see what he can do. Can he convert one of these ones? This could be It could be 3-love Korda if he would have converted the first two and wins this one. Very interesting start. Serve down the tee from Alcaraz is bang on the line. And this is what I mean. This guy is nerves of steel. It must be tough watching him from like the box. You know he's gonna save these break points, but it's just the stress of having the break points in the first place. Juice once again faces another deciding sudden death point. Or deciding point. At 40 all. Here we go. 5 seconds to serve. He needs to hurry it up here. He's serving. Serve out wide. Oh, it's an ace. This guy is just so solid. 220 km/h ace. Sudden death point. Yeah, that's just what he does. I mean, looking at the Hawkeye on that one, that's literally hit the back of the line. And after 11 minutes, Korda's seen 5 break points come and go. And Alcaraz leads 2-1. That's how tennis goes. Even though Korda's has so many chances on the Alcaraz serve, they're even in points, even after 2 of Alcaraz's service games, and only 1 of Korda's. He still is no closer to breaking Alcaraz's serve. And like I said, I definitely think we will be seeing some tie breaks in this one for sure. Definitely we'll be seeing a few tie breaks because, yeah, if they're both serving like this and playing like this, then definitely going to be a good battle. Playing with the Dunlop balls, I quite like the Dunlop balls. I really like them because they kind of fluff up a little bit once you play with them for a while, so they don't get too fast. Some of the other ball brands, they become really kind of like the felt kind of comes off, whereas the Dunlop ones become just a bit fluffier and they play in quite nicely. For any of you that are new, if you subscribe, you can comment in the live chat, and I'll try and if you ask a question, I'll try and put it on the screen here. I'll try and answer it in between the breaks. And yeah, if you also subscribe, I think the thing comes up on the screen here, so I'll read that out as well if I can. And yeah, looking at some of the stats so far, aces, double faults, pretty even for both. Alcaraz having not won anything on the second serve, interesting. Korda only winning 33% as well, but they've only they've made most of their first serves anyway. And like we've seen, Alcaraz 100% on break points saved. And yeah, that's a strong stat to be holding. Going into this this fourth game. Do you know what you want to be studying at university? I like to study business, or I will be studying business. Anyway, I'm interested in the business of this tennis match right now as we go into the fourth game of this first set. A crucial one at that. As we saw in the Buyers match, this is the more business end already. Only after 14 minutes, but this is the more business end of this set. As Korda takes the opening point, he's definitely like to have a strong start in these service games. Slight bit of buffering on my stream. Never good when that type of stuff happens, because I'm watching it on my my iPad as opposed to like a television or something. Is there a coach you attribute your smooth service motion to? Not particularly. I think my serve was just kind of came quite naturally. I just kind of practiced it over time. There are a few different coaches, which actually meant that I changed my kind of service motion quite a few times. But I ended up just sticking to one, and it's been working nice and smooth, like you say. It's not that I can't really think of anyone. It's just I haven't really been working on service technique really. It's just kind of been at a decent level, and so just practicing. 30-15 now in this game. I'm interested to see if Korda, or 40-15 now, if Korda can if Alcaraz can get any break points quite early on. He's looked like he's been on the back foot quite a bit. So if he can get 1 or 2 games on the board, he's gonna be nice and confident. Again, 100% first serve percentage with Korda, serving extremely well, and he closes out the game, and it is 2-2 in this beginning of this first set. And again, a quicker service game puts the pressure straight back on Alcaraz, and even though the 3 points difference after 4 games, Just Korda just being a bit more consistent on the return games, better service games, quicker service games at that, and playing an extremely solid match so far. How much work do you do to keep your shoulder rotator cuff strong and flexible? I do quite a lot of work. I mean, I just do my injury prevention exercises. Super important for tennis players. I mean, I'm sure Alcaraz is doing a lot of injury prevention exercises every single day, and a lot of strength. His serve is an absolute bomb. But he goes 15 love down again. He doesn't want to have a bad start in the service game. He does not want to go 30 love down again like we've seen in the past. Because that's extremely difficult to then come back from that one. And he's 30 love down now. Had a few issues with getting the stream up. It's just sort of just buffering a bit. But now he's in a bit of a sticky situation once again. And this could be a technical break or match set point, sorry. Technical set point, because if he loses this point, he's in a bit of trouble. Serve goes into the net. Into the net from Alcaraz. Come on. Needs to find a bit of service rhythm. He's 1-0 on the second serve, so not looking good here. Goes with the second serve to Korda's body. That's a solid second serve. And Korda misses a return. 30-15. Nice work from Alcaraz there. And again, thriving under the pressure of being down, or the opportunity of being down. But Korda hanging in there. 30 love's quite a powerful position in these kind of games, because you're 1 point away from break points, and if you don't convert them, then the game's over. But you definitely have a set amount of break points, rather than when it's juice, then you have to win another point to get the opportunity once again. Slightly easier on the server, gets more chances to kind of escape. So second serve from Alcaraz goes to the backhand of Korda, who pushes it cross. Korda goes backhand cross again. Alcaraz in the backhand cross rally. Alcaraz runs inside, hits an inside in. Korda goes, puts the forehand long. Solid play from Alcaraz, but that's a costly error for Korda there. Would have been better off just going cross and trying to trade in the forehand side, but I have the feeling he's been targeting Alcaraz's backhand because of how strong Carlos's forehand is, and I don't blame him. Anyway, now 30 all. Let's just keep an eye on the second serve win percentage there. Serve down the tee, great. Oh, sorry, at the body. Goes with a silky smooth drop shot, and he goes 40-30 up. Good recovery, like I said, again winning 3 points in a row now. I'm sure he'll win the next one and win 4 in a row. Just putting 2 serves at the body is all it took. Looking like he was going to hit a deep forehand, but came with the soft touch and went short. Alcaraz really has a high ball toss. I'll put that on the screen. I think so. Let me have a look. Yeah, I mean, just giving him enough time and allowing him to reach up to the ball. Serve goes down the tee in the rally. Alcaraz hits the ball bang on the line. Plays to Korda's backhand, who slices. Carlos goes inside in. Korda on the stretch, puts it short. Alcaraz goes forehand to Korda's backhand, who pushes it short. Alcaraz at the net. Plays a drop volley. Korda gets there, but puts it wide. Solid point from Alcaraz. He's looked quite uncomfortable at the net so far, or he's been made to look uncomfortable by Korda playing some really good passing shots. And Alcaraz just playing kind of a not being able to make the volley. But he got away with it there and played a good enough drop shot to force Korda to miss in the end. And he's hung on at least to a tiebreak in this first set. And like I said, a battle of the tiebreaks I believe this will be, because in a normal set of tennis you should be getting to 3-3, and every set of this match should be getting to 3-3 with the way that both of these guys are at serving, Yeah, I mean, looking at the serve statistics, Alcaraz definitely high percentages, maybe could be slightly higher on the first serve win percentage. It was definitely higher yesterday, but a solid first serve percentage made, which is more important than the first serve win percentage, in my opinion. I'd much rather have a 90% first serves made and a 70% win percentage than a 60% made but 100% win percentage. Just from a confidence standpoint, because it's probably easier to win points on the first serve as well. And again, the 100% break points converted from Alcaraz is a bit crazy. Looking at Alcaraz on the bet, you can actually see all of the match statistics there. And now, 20 minutes in, it is 5 games in. Just need to change the delay of the stream again. A few problems. I think we're 10 seconds ahead now. But let's have a look. Let's just change it to 20 for the moment. Let's keep it at that. See if that changes. Anyway. Serve out wide. Alcaraz misses the return. I'll keep it at 25 actually. Problem is, Korda's just got such a solid serve. Well, the problem for Alcaraz, I guess. It's going to be difficult for Alcaraz to find a way of breaking this serve, from what it looks like at the moment. Good serve to Alcaraz's backhand. Korda goes forehand cross, and Alcaraz can't manage to track that one down. And it's 30-love now for Korda. Good effort on the serve. And again, I mean, Carlos is a pretty quick guy. Can't lie. So, I mean, you know, to hit a winner against him, you're going to have to hit some serious pace. Pace on the shot. Second serve from Korda goes at the backhand of Alcaraz. He puts a shot. Oh, no way that was in. That is a joke of a return. 30-15. Puts that ball bang on the line. Gives himself a little glimmer of hope in this service game. Just updating the delay on the stream. That's why the scoreboard is just briefly flickering. But Korda with the ace out wide. Solid. And he's 1 point away from taking us to a tiebreak here in this next gen finals. Next gen finals final. Anyway, serve goes out wide from Korda, and Alcaraz doesn't make the return. And we're into a tiebreak in the first set. I said that there would be tie breaks, and I was right. So here we go into a first set tie break. Who's going to take the win? So far, Korda winning 20 out of 36 points. So looking like he's feeling more confident, playing slightly better here. But who knows? Who knows? Let's have a look. 3-3, and we know in a tiebreak, literally anything can happen between these two guys. Serve out wide from Korda, from Alcaraz. Korda misses the return. Solid start by Alcaraz. That's what I like to see. And Alcaraz, like Anonymous has said, taking a pretty aggressive return position. I think. Well, I think Korda, that is. And I definitely agree. Into the righty now, stuck in the forehand cross. Alcaraz goes down the line. Korda puts the backhand. Alcaraz goes with the slice. Korda goes backhand cross. Good angle. Alcaraz goes backhand cross. And Korda misses in the net. First mini break for Alcaraz. Solid stuff. Carlos Ferrero giving him the fist pump. Allez, let's go, as he said. 2-love now. Serve out wide. Alcaraz gets that. Oh, tries to go crazy angle. Couldn't quite dip the ball into the court. It's 2-1, but Alcaraz has still got a mini break. And if you can just capitalize on that, you can find a way of opening up a gap in this tiebreak. Korda just needs to stick with him. I mean, he's definitely got the service potential to do damage to Alcaraz, or winning the pressure points. He definitely got a strong serve. Serve from Alcaraz goes down the tee. Korda slices the return. Alcaraz goes forehand to Korda's backhand, who goes cross. Alcaraz goes backhand down the line. Korda goes forehand down the line. Alcaraz stuck in the backhand cross now. Korda slices short. Alcaraz comes into the net. Forehand inside in, and it's called out. That definitely looked in there from our angle. He had the whole court to work with, or half the court to work with. It definitely should have made that one. But it was called out by literally a centimetre. Probably less than a centimetre. Didn't need to be that good. Did not need to be that good. 2-2. Nearing half an hour for this short set. Serve goes down the tee. Korda goes back down the middle, misses long. And he manages to save getting broken back himself. the mini break. He's 3-2 up now, and he'd like to close out this this point and go 4-2 up and change ends. You know, it's always advantageous to go up and change ends in a winning position. But let's see how Korda can respond now at 3-2 down in this tiebreak. Serve from Korda goes into the net. He obviously won the first set against Nakashima in a tiebreak. He's won, I think, pretty much most of the tiebreaks that he's played. So both of them quite veterans in the tiebreak system already in these short sets. Good return from Alcaraz, now stuck in the forehand inside out from Korda, stuck in the backhand cross rally. Slice from Korda. Alcaraz runs around, goes in forehand inside in. Korda goes backhand cross. Alcaraz switches up, goes down the line, and Korda misses in the net. Looking like Korda's really trying to hit to that backhand side of Alcaraz. Alcaraz just changing the ball up with different pace, different spins, and making it difficult for Korda to keep going to that one side with enough depth and quality to keep him at bay. Definitely a viable strategy in most situations, but it's got to be consistently performed, you know. And if you can't consistently perform and force the error, it's not going to be an unbelievable strategy, you know. I don't think. I think he's got to use the backhand, but then open up the space on the forehand as well, because he can't just, you know, it becomes predictable after a while almost. But he could be looking to get predictable and then switch it up in key moments. Serve down T from Korda goes wide. Needs to find a strong second serve here. Both very low second serve win percentages. Korda kick serve to Alcaraz's backhand, goes down the line, misses long. There's a point he's happy that he's won. And now Alcaraz only with one mini break in this first set tiebreak. I think it'll be a very interesting, well, not really interesting, but it'll be a very telling moment once this tiebreak is over to see how we think this match is going to pan out. Because I think if Korda wins, Alcaraz will come back stronger. But I think if Alcaraz wins, he will kind of keep getting better like he did against Baez. So Korda going to have to put in a solid shift in these next few games of the next set to try and get ahead. Because if he hasn't been able to take any of 5 break points already, that's when he was playing pretty good. How does he expect to break Alcaraz when he's playing well? Kick serve to Korda's backhand goes cross. Korda now in the cross court with Alcaraz's forehand, whips it cross angle. Korda goes back cross court. Alcaraz puts the ball to Korda's backhand and goes down the line. Stuck in the cross court forehand rally. Alcaraz opens up down the line, misses long. 4-4. Uncharacteristic error from Alcaraz. He looks slightly slow in that point, especially on the forehand movement. Like I said, Korda going so much to the backhand that Alcaraz on the forehand looking slightly uncomfortable because he knows Korda's going to start targeting his backhand, and that was slightly poor. And Alcaraz now level with Korda in terms of service breaks. Now 4-all, this is a key point for Korda. What can he produce? Serve goes at the body from Alcaraz. Good depth on the return. Korda goes back, and Alcaraz misses the ball. Again on the forehand, pushes it a bit long. He looks upset with himself, and now Korda has a chance to close out this first set on serve. Definitely an opportunity here for Alcaraz, for Korda to close out this set. Can he do it? That's the question. Be interesting as well to see how Alcaraz deals with the adversity if he loses this set, because I haven't really seen him when he's been down and kind of hurt, I guess, and making mistakes. That's generally when you see kind of what a player is made of. Let's see what he's got. Solid point so far, going cross, and Alcaraz wins the point and neutralizes the mini break, so he's going to have a chance on serve to at least make it 6-all, or win the set, who knows. But yeah, nerves are still to hit a drop shot on that point at 5-4. I mean, you've got to have, you know, big guts to go for a shot like that on such an important point. And yeah, I mean, thinking about these short sets, every single point in these tiebreaks literally matters so much, you know. It's always interesting to see both of these players and how they deal with it. As Alcaraz breaks again and goes 6-5 up. Wow. Did not see that one coming. Goes from 4-5 to 6-5 up on Korda's serve. So now has a set point to close out this opening set. And the fans getting riled up now as he has a chance. Or will it go 6-6? I have a feeling he's going to put in a big serve here and take this set. But let's find out. Serve from Alcaraz goes out wide. It's just long. Just out. Close call. As shown by the Hawkeye system. Second serve now. He's only been winning 30%, but I have a sneaky suspicion he's going to go at the body. He does go at the body. Korda goes forehand down the line. Alcaraz on the stretch. Pushes the ball. Good depth. Alcaraz goes backhand back to Korda's forehand. He's on the stretch. Gets a short ball. Alcaraz with the forehand goes straight at Korda. At the volley now. Puts the volley away. And Alcaraz wins the first set 4-3. After a pretty shaky point there. And an even shakier tiebreak. With, at times, opportunities for Korda to stamp on him. I say stamp on, but go ahead. I mean, in the first set, we've had 5 break points from Korda. 5-4 and serving for the set. He's taken none of these opportunities, and against a good player like Alcaraz, these opportunities aren't going to come around all day. So it makes you question, can Korda, even if he plays well, does he even have a chance against Alcaraz? Does he have a chance? 32-minute set, so definitely a battle between these two already. And hopefully a good sign of things to come. However, it does make you question, does Korda have what's necessary in the locker to beat Alcaraz? And I think asking, what do you think about the approach down the middle? So Alcaraz has hit an approach up the middle of the court in that last point, and not particularly what I was expecting. And I think it's a good idea because it closes off the angles for Korda. Korda doesn't have many angles to work with there. And it means Alcaraz can cover the most of the net. And he had a quite easy put-away volley. And secondly, it's obviously not what Korda was expecting. He was expecting one of the two sides. So going at someone, having to move around the ball rather than to the ball is something you're not expecting. And that definitely caught Korda off guard and wasn't able to perform like a lob or a crazy banana passing shot. And I think it was a very, very solid tactical play. Whether he meant to do that or not doesn't really matter. The fact is that he did, and it was a solid approach shot. Is it better to be skinny and lean like Korda or bulky and muscular like Alcaraz? Is there an ideal tennis body build? I heard some commentators say yes, and it's more like Korda or Sinner. I think it's very, very up to the person and the game style and the court surface. You've got guys like Baez and Alcaraz who are much kind of more... I wouldn't say Alcaraz is muscular in terms of... for a general person. When you're looking at like athletes, you're looking at other athletes like NFL and stuff like that, they're definitely a lot bulkier than most tennis players. But for tennis players, Alcaraz is definitely bulkier than most. And I think obviously for tennis, you need to be agile, you need to have long levers. And obviously Korda's body type kind of fits that, but I guess whatever works for you. You've got guys like Rafa, who are one of the greatest of all time. So I guess it's kind of whatever works well and what works well for you for your game style, and whatever kind of physique you've got. Everyone has different body types, different metabolism, stuff like that. So kind of the best athlete that you can possibly be, if you can strive to be, get that athletic level of athleticism, and you have the enough speed, strength, and all of that type of stuff. I think that's the main thing that kind of matters. And as Alcaraz misses 2 returns and goes 30-love down in this set, I think Korda will definitely be looking to stay strong on serve and try and capitalise on at least 1 break point in this next set, definitely. Serve down the tee from Korda, gets a short forehand, goes inside in. Alcaraz goes into the net, tried to hit a slap passing shot there. Couldn't quite do enough on that one. The variance between the first and second serve return positions is nuts. How does he recalibrate? I think these are just something that these guys practice so much that it's just a habit at this point. Serve down the tee from Korda. Alcaraz misses in the net. Trips over, nothing. He just almost stumbled a bit at the end there. But yeah, definitely something that the players obviously practice. These are professional tennis players. They've practiced for many hours. And playing at this high level, practice matches, playing just the matches themselves, they'll learn to take the balls early and stand back and, you know, absorb the pace, play higher. This is just something that these guys are able to do, just more fluidly than the regular player, and that's why they're at the top of our sport that we love, you know. One love. Let's see how Alcaraz can respond. Serve from Alcaraz goes at the body of Korda. He's used that one quite a bit on the juice side. Goes forehand cross. Korda goes back angle cross. Alcaraz whips it up with heavy spin into the service box. Now goes slice. Oh, Korda approaches up the line. Oh, and Alcaraz puts it to the feet of Korda. Solid point. I mean, looked like Korda was on the front foot for most of that one. Alcaraz just playing down to the body, down low to the feet of Korda, making it difficult for him. 15 love. Serve now from Alcaraz. Tries to go with a kick serve. Just slightly maybe wanting to mix up the service rhythm. Almost of that one. Second serve goes to backhand of Korda. Going through the middle and Korda misses in the net. Not great. Not a great shot there from Korda. He needs to just put, like he did in the first set, put the pressure on the service games of your opponent, and then they're more likely to doubt themselves and gives you more free points. And it's kind of like a cycle. Self-doubt. You know, at this high level, it probably doesn't come into play that much, but definitely at a lower level, you can take things from it. Oh, as Alcaraz is a massive ace up the tee. Looks like we've got another game to love, perhaps, on our hands. Points won on serve. We saw 19 of 20 points won on serve from Alcaraz in like the first 2 sets yesterday. So interesting that he's struggling a bit more on his first serve win percentage and second serve win percentage today. But he's 40 love up in this game. Goes with a kick serve at the Korda's body. Oh, that's a beautiful return. Takes the ball nice and early and goes angle cross court. You know, when you're 40 love down, 4 points on serve, there's nothing to lose. Nothing at all to lose on that type of shot from Korda. Don't blame him. Why not go for it? Anyway, 40-15. Alcaraz goes big serve down the tee. Korda just makes the ball, but it was a let. I mean that in the UK there's a format called Fast 4, where it's like it's like this format, best of 3 sets, and you play the lets as well. So yeah. Serve goes long from Alcaraz. Can you imagine Alcaraz comes back in this game? Korda comes back in this game now. That'd be crazy. Kick serve from Alcaraz. Korda misses the return long. Obviously, too crazy my imagination to think that Korda would come back from that one. Yeah, not going to happen. I mean, look at winners and unforced errors. We saw Alcaraz against Baez, a lot more winners and less unforced errors. In this one, slightly more unforced errors, but also more winners to make up for it. And that's, I think, how Alcaraz plays. Slightly more aggressive. Aggressive game style. Serve from Korda goes into the net. One. Kick serve from Korda goes to the backhand of Alcaraz, puts a deep return in. Alcaraz goes inside out but misses in the net. And looks frustrated with himself. When you're missing an easy forehand like that, it's an opportunity to get ahead, especially on the side of Alcaraz, with the strength of the forehand that he's got. Don't want to be making unforced errors like that. Korda goes serve down the tee, goes into the net. 59% first serve percentage. Interesting. Serve goes down the tee. Alcaraz goes to backhand of Korda. That is a strong return. He tried to do that on the first point, managed to do it, but Korda was able to neutralise. He's throwing in the fist pump here. He looks pumped up. He knows if he can get a break here, he's going to be sailing into the win of this match. 2 sets to love up. There's no way he's losing it. This Korda hits an ace out wide. Oh, even stronger response to for the winner return of Alcaraz. Still 63% of the fan vote thinks Alcaraz. I still think the same. But Korda putting in a strong service game here once again and going 40-15 up. Korda now on serve, goes down the tee. Alcaraz can't make the return. It was a let. He did actually make the return. This guy's got such great athleticism. It's crazy. He's just a beast. It's like he's literally the same age as me, which is scary to think about. 40-15 goes serve out wide. Alcaraz goes whip angle. Oh, that is a beautiful return. Two amazing returns this game already, and yeah, maybe a chance here. He's kind of just slapped that one. You know, when you're 40-15 down against a big server, you might as well go for your shots. There's no point just making the ball. Serve down the tee. Alcaraz goes return short. Korda comes in off the forehand. Alcaraz makes it difficult for him. Plays a drop volley. Alcaraz gets there. Korda goes back down the line. Alcaraz goes with a hot dog, but can't quite make it. Good composure there from Korda, making him run just enough to keep him at bay. And obviously Alcaraz is an extremely fast player, so any less than that and he would have been in trouble. But he did just enough to make it difficult for Alcaraz and win the point. Let me know in the chat what you think of the match so far. Who you think is gonna come out as the victor after what we've seen so far, and who you think is gonna close out this set? Because I have a sneaky suspicion it's gonna be Alcaraz once again. He's just gonna find a way of closing it out. He just looks slightly more solid so far. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. You did the old Pablo Cuevas there. Yeah, it was running too quickly to even get that one. I think it was a bit of a pipe dream there, thinking that he was gonna be able to hit a hot dog. But you might as well go for it, because if it comes off, then crazy highlight. I think Alcaraz looks like he wants it more. I agree. I think Korda is trying to stay calm, but maybe just not getting pumped up enough, which may, sometimes is a positive thing, but in this case, maybe a slightly negative thing because he's not like pumped up enough, if that makes sense. Coaching box definitely getting pumped up. The 21-year-old is now 2-1 down. 2-1 up in this second set, and he leads. So if he can get a break here, he'll be serving for the set. Definitely a key moment for Alcaraz here. He needs to hold. Let's see what he's got in the locker. Alcaraz serving. Goes serve, goes out wide. Korda on the stretch, pushes it wide. 15 love. Interesting to see how he varies his first serve location. I haven't been paying that much attention to it, but he looks like he's really picking the middle, wide, and tee spots very, very clearly. He's really hitting the targets. Serve goes down the tee. Korda slapping the return into the net. Good serving. Again, it's almost 70% first serve percentage from Alcaraz. So clearly putting enough serves in to make Korda uncomfortable, or at least feel uncomfortable. Serve down the tee goes into the net from Alcaraz. Now goes with the kick serve at the body of Korda. Goes with the forehand inside out. Korda goes with the slice. Alcaraz goes inside in. Korda on the stretch. Alcaraz comes in and puts the forehand wide. Looks annoyed at himself once again for missing that ball. 45 minutes in. This is a battle. This could be the longest match in Next Gen history. Can you imagine? I sit through two longest Next Gen finals history matches in 3 days. That would be funny. Well, not funny for me, but it'd be a late one. Serve goes into the net. I'll do it for you guys. Goes into the net from Alcaraz. Second serve once again. He's up the percentage of second serve points won. But needs to get that a bit higher. Oh, it's a beautiful return from Korda. But Alcaraz has somehow managed to dig that ball out of nowhere. Goes backhand inside in. That is huge. He somehow managed to get that shot. And the crowd looked like stunned at how he's managed to win that point so quickly from being in such a bad position. Digs the forehand cross court kind of chip out. And then goes with the backhand back behind Korda from a position where he looked like he wanted to go cross. That's definitely a shot that is worth learning how to play. Serve from Alcaraz goes out wide. It's an ace. Game. Alcaraz equals it out at 2-2 in this second set. And like I said, if Korda wants to win this one, he's going to have to win it in a lot of tie breaks. Definitely think he's going to have to win it in a lot of tie breaks. Again, just looking like he's more pumped up than Korda in this one so far. But could it be the cool and calmness of Korda that's going to carry him to victory? Or is it going to be Alcaraz, the kind of more fiery player? Kick serve from Korda straight at the body of Alcaraz. Good return. Goes with a short angle cross. Alcaraz goes down the line. And Korda misses in the net. Good tactical play there from Alcaraz. Korda switching up the pace and the depth of the ball. But Alcaraz responding beautifully with a forehand up the line. And Korda, again, just needs to put in a solid first serve or a solid point here. Doesn't want to let the opportunity slip away from him. Because if he gets broken here, it'll be Alcaraz serving for the set. Which is not what he wants. Definitely not what he wants. Kick serve goes as a let. That is lucky. Hit the top of the net and looked like it was going to kind of bounce out. But just about landed inside the court. Goes kick serve. Alcaraz's forehand goes inside in. Now Korda goes good depth. Korda goes backhand cross. Alcaraz goes backhand down the line. Korda goes with the forehand to Alcaraz's backhand. Bang in the corner. Good defense from Alcaraz. Now Alcaraz goes with a slice short middle. Korda comes into the net. Alcaraz with the passing shot. Korda gets the volley there. Alcaraz tries to go with the pass. It's just long. He's jumping up as if to say that was so close. It was very close. And Korda gets away slightly lucky in that point. Alcaraz tried to go kind of under chopper grip. I reckon he could have got a top spin grip on that one. Serve goes out wide. Alcaraz goes good return again. And Korda misses the forehand. Good returning from Alcaraz. Could this be a turning point in this set? Could it be the end of Korda's continuous dominance on serve? Which is what it has been so far. Will it be Alcaraz who manages to break through? Serve from Korda down the tees, an ace. Oh, solid. Super solid there from Alcaraz. Exactly what he needed. Exactly what he needed. I think Korda's checking out. Nah, I don't think so. I think he's still with it. If he was checking out, then he'd be hitting way more crazy shots. Serve out wide. Alcaraz, good return to the backhand of Korda, but he misses wide on the backhand. As we talk about checking out, looking like maybe he's just under pressure, knowing that he's losing more of the longer rallies. Maybe he's seen a statistic that he's losing, let's say, more points from 5 to 9 shots, so he wants to finish it early. Who knows? That's the difference of the coaching element this year. Serve from out wide from Korda. Alcaraz goes backhand cross. Alcaraz goes slice down the line. Korda goes forehand cross. Alcaraz on the stretch goes back forehand cross. Misses long by a hair. A break point saved. One more to go. And another sudden death point. And again, this is an opportunity maybe as a kind of technical set point from Alcaraz here. For Alcaraz here. But I think Korda's going to clutch up. He does. Goes ace out wide. No! Pulled out. I saw that as definitely in. Maybe I'm going blind. Second serve. Sorry about that. Kick served. Alcaraz's forehand goes down the tee. Korda goes backhand short cross. Korda goes backhand down the line. Misses wide. Alcaraz does get the break. And that was a bit of a shock there. I thought Korda put an ace out wide. But from the angle, just looked slightly out. And he just looks maybe out of his element. And yeah, it's a tough one, but Alcaraz definitely deserving it so far. And he's up a break. Can he capitalize on that now? And can he find a way of closing out this set? You know, it'd be super interesting to see how he can respond on this one. And if Korda can find a way of maybe utilizing some of his big shots, make a few balls, which he seemed like he was kind of checking out in that last game, and find a way of winning a service break back and sending us to a tie break in this set. We shall see. There were at least 2 very casual backhands there. That is true. I think he was playing slightly casually, but I guess maybe just trying to be relaxed, maybe under a bit of pressure. So I mean, yeah, there's so many factors which you have to take into account in tennis, you know, and you're never really getting the whole picture of someone just by watching them. You have to be talking to them, knowing them, almost being them, to understand all of the emotions and thought processes involved, which will make up like one decision. They're making like probably 100 decisions per point, like a few decisions a second. You've got to be thinking, okay, where am I going to go? Where am I putting my feet? Where am I moving? Subconscious ones, of course. I mean, they're not thinking about all of them, but you know, still making them nonetheless. And when you're thinking, second guessing yourself whilst making those decisions, it's an interesting one. Here we go now. Alcaraz on serve, serving for the set at 3-2. As Abumba says, nobody can stop Carlos. Seems like it so far. Does seem like it. In the service game, cross court. Carlos goes inside in on the forehand. Oh, it's beautiful. Massive thunder forehand down the line. And it's beautiful. Second point of this game now, winner speed 150 kmph. It's huge. Serve out wide, comes into the net. Oh, drive volley, puts it into the net. Don't know why I'm applauding that. It's not worth applauding. When is the Mouratoglou video coming out? Not sure yet. We're in the process of editing it. So, not this weekend. Well, not tomorrow. I don't think we'll be posting a video tomorrow. We'll be streaming. We're streaming today and we'll be doing shorts. Because we've obviously got a few things going on at the moment, and then probably not next week, but maybe after that. We want to make it so it's like a good quality video, not just a quick one, you know. So we want to get the best quality for you guys. So maybe it just takes a bit longer because it's like one of the first times we've been doing a kind of a vlog, kind of like that. Anyway, 15-all now. Serve to the tee of Korda, goes backhand down the line. Backhand cross from Alcaraz, runs around, slightly slowly, goes inside out, super short with spin, gets a short ball, goes back behind, Korda goes whip angle, oh, puts it at the top of the net. Alcaraz fist pumps because he knows he could have got a bit unlucky right there. Alan says, streaming ATP finals tomorrow. I believe it does start tomorrow, and I believe I will be streaming the ATP finals tomorrow. Not sure what matches there are on yet. I think I'll probably be streaming depending on the format, probably the earlier one, because I don't know, the evening one's at 8 o'clock or something, so it might be a long one. Serve down the tee. Alcaraz now in the cross court. Korda goes down the tee. Good depth from Alcaraz. Gets his forehand again. Goes to Korda's backhand. He pushes it across. Bang on the line. Korda goes inside in. How they are hitting the ball. Korda goes inside in on the backhand, inside out on the backhand side. Stuck in the forehand cross. Alcaraz switches line. Hitting about 20 balls every flipping second, so it's tough to see what's going on. Backhand down the tee for backhand down the line from Alcaraz. Backhand goes back behind. He's in the net. Plays a drop volley. That's too good. What a point. I mean, they're literally hitting, like, on my screen 3 shots every single second, so I can't speak like super quickly. But loads and loads of movement. Wrong foots and right at the end and plays a drop volley. I mean, that takes some serious skill. Serious skill. Crazy. Anyway, set point now to go 2 sets to love up again in the final, and I think seal Korda's fate. I don't see him coming back from 2 sets to love down. Serve from Alcaraz goes at the tee, misses the return is a let. And the replay. Tomorrow's matches are Medvedev versus Hurkacz and Zverev versus Berrettini. We shall see what the times of those are. Serve goes down the tee. Is an ace. Alcaraz takes the second set to 56 minutes. It's been a battle so far, but it looks like Alcaraz is just edging out Korda in some of these key moments. It looks like he can, maybe... Well, looks like he will most likely take the crown in this match. And Korda has to find a way of pulling himself out of the depths, I guess you could say, in this match. And it'll be interesting to see how he now responds. I'm going to head for a quick break, show us the toilet, and I'll be back in a second to rejoin the action. Let me put this on the screen. There we go. Right. And I'm back. There we go. How fast are these courts? They seem pretty quick, to be honest. They seem, obviously indoor hards are a pretty quick surface, but they seem relatively fast for them to be hitting the ball so quickly back and forth. Obviously the movement's got to be on point for both of these guys. And he thinks this match is done. I wouldn't say done. I think Korda still maybe has a bit of fight left in him. Let's see what he can produce. Serves down the tee from Korda. Alcaraz makes the return. Korda goes inside in. He's just in. Solid shot from Korda. Nope, it was out. Alcaraz wins that point. I saw that as close, and it didn't have like a close call thing, so I thought it was in, but it wasn't. 15-0. Serve goes to the backhand of Korda. Alcaraz misses the return. I'm too tired for this. Korda misses the first serve, goes kick serve on the second serve to Alcaraz's backhand, plays it cross, and Alcaraz wins the point. A Korda missed backhand error, and if he gets the break here, it is over. It's over. It's gonna be over. I can see Brandon Nakashima watching the final. He obviously lost in the semis, so to Korda. 30-0. Serve goes out wide. Alcaraz tries to tee off the return, but misses in the net. It's unfortunate. It would have been 4 break points. Would have been 4 break points. Serve from Korda straight down the tee. Alcaraz, good depth on the return. Gets it in. Alcaraz goes down the line with the backhand. Now running, goes forehand cross, goes into the net once again, making an error. Making an error. That's just not the level that he needs to be. If I think against Djokovic, he wouldn't be making those errors, but or Djokovic wouldn't be making those errors. But Korda just has to stay confident and expect those errors. Korda now backhand down the line. Carlos goes straight at the feet of Korda, plays a short ball. Carlos is going to get there. Oh, he misses an easy backhand. That would have been 2 break points. That could have been the match right there. He just got up to that so quickly and just missed a pretty easy backhand there. Well, it was a pretty easy backhand, to be honest. As Korda serves and volleys and wins the point. Solid. He's really showing his ability to be able to deal with an adverse situation like that. Get a bit lucky, but still be able to serve and volley and close it out. Definitely already some signs of a true champion in the making. Looking at the rally hit points comparison, Alcaraz playing 10% more shots inside the baseline than Korda, at 71% behind, but 29% inside. Whereas Korda's only at 81% behind and 19% inside, playing most of the balls almost 3 meters behind the baseline. It's pretty crazy. Serve goes out wide. Korda goes backhand cross up the line from Alcaraz. Now in the point, Alcaraz goes forehand to Korda's forehand. He goes through the middle, puts it long. Just needs to be making more of those if he wants to be able to break Alcaraz's serve. But you never know in these matches. A little swing of momentum can make a big difference and end up winning you the game or breaking to win the set. So, serve from Alcaraz goes to Korda's backhand, but pushes it wide. Just looking like he's giving away too many free points right here on the Alcaraz serve. And it almost looks inevitable. Inevitable that this man is going to win the next gen finals. But the match is never over until it's over. We know this. We know this. Anyway, Alcaraz now serve. Ooh, puts that miles long. Love goes with the serve out wide. Korda tries to put an angle cross. He does. Oh, Alcaraz around the net. Forehand winner. It was a pretty easy shot in terms of that. There was no much pressure because Korda was so far out of position. But it definitely still took a lot of skill to put that ball down the line. That's a really, really good shot. 40 love now. Complete game. Game to love. As he puts the ball out. I was going to say he was hitting an ace out wide. But he didn't manage to. Alcaraz goes with the kick. Oh, down the line from Korda. There's the quality shot that he was missing. Goes with the kick and Korda just backhand silky smooth down the line. Super solid. Here we go, 40-15. Serve from Alcaraz goes up the tee but misses just long. Second serve now. Goes kick. Goes at the backhand of Korda, who pushes it through the middle. Stuck in the rally. Oh, Korda snapping it with the forehand. And again goes to Alcaraz's backhand. Tries to go down the line. Misses wide. Just not putting enough concentration into the shot making there. And here we go. 40-30. Again, could Korda weasel his way back into this game? Who knows? Only time will tell. Bit of buffering on the stream. Never good. Never what we would like to see. Oh, frustrating when stuff like this happens. It is loading. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Blame the Wi-Fi. Blame the Wi-Fi. You can look at it. Look at the scoreboard. Internet connection error. Great. Thanks for informing me. Just reboot it. And it's sudden death juice. Come on, I can't miss this one. Come on. Load. Sudden death juice. Alcaraz in a position where he could go 3-love down at the beginning of this third set, and who would have saw it from 40-love up to sudden death juice. We never saw. That's going to put a lot of pressure on this service point, and just giving Korda an opportunity perhaps to feel slightly better about himself and not having lost the game to love. Put a bit of pressure on Carlos, but knowing the player that Carlos is, will he be able to save another break point and keep his 100% perfect record on break points? Only time will tell, as we are about to find out. Carlos serving needs a big bomb of a first serve if he wants to get a free point on this one. But he does manage to hold on, and it goes 1-1 in this opening game on serve of the third set. And again, another perfect example why this player is such a mentally strong player and such a good athlete. You know, why he's definitely got a bright future ahead of him. Let's have a look. Struggling with internet. Hour and 6 minutes in. I mean, so far this match has been pretty smooth sailing for Alcaraz. Not too long of a match, but Korda needs to wiggle his way in. Needs to wiggle it. I say it like that because in these types of matches you can quite easily wiggle your way in, so to speak. You know, and you'll definitely find a way of getting back into this match. For sure, 100%. Yeah. Here we go. 15-0. Korda serve goes long. Korda goes serve out wide. Alcaraz goes through the middle. Korda goes back through the middle. Korda in the cross court. Oh, misses in the net. And Alcaraz throws in the fist pump. Could this be the game where the whole set match changes? This is where he throws it away, maybe. We have to see. Because that was another cheap point, and it looks like at this point he's maybe not checking out anymore. He's maybe just struggling to win the points. Korda on serve, goes down the tee, solid serve. He's out. He's now on a second serve, and he looks slightly worried at this point. He looks slightly worried, which is never a good thing at 1-1. Serve down the tee, Alcaraz goes forehand down the line. Korda goes, down the line. Is it out? It's out! And Alcaraz has 3 break points to go 2-1 up in this third set and potentially maintain the break and go on to win this championship. He's won 1 out of 2 break points and Korda's won 0 out of 6. So there you go. Those are the stats for break points, and that's clearly why one of them is winning and the other one isn't. Serve goes down the tee. It's an ace. Ace from Korda. He needs 2 more of those to neutralize the threat from Alcaraz. And I do love myself some break points, especially when there's a sudden death juice involved. Serve goes into the net. Chance here maybe for Alcaraz. Korda winning well below 50% on the second serve. Kick serve. Alcaraz with the backhand goes cross. Korda goes back to backhand cross. Good depth. Korda now goes backhand down the line. Goes long. Break Alcaraz. And surely that wraps it up. Surely that is it now. Alcaraz just plain sailing from now on to close out the title. I mean, what a solid performance from this guy. He's now won 5 sets in a row in the semis and the final. Which just goes to show against even the best players, he's still winning, beating them comfortably almost. As the clock hits 1 hour. And short one again, I guess. Short one again, I guess. I guess the 63% of you that voted Alcaraz were correct. Because this man is just unstoppable. He's on a different level. He has got a bit of strapping on his leg. We saw that yesterday on the calf. But clearly not hindering him in any way in this match today. Or in his performance in this match. Carlitos Alcaraz on the bag. Personalised bag, of course. From Babolat. Of course you'd have a personalised bag. Here we go. Carlos now serving at 2-1. He knows he only just needs to hold serve now. And Korda in the break there, pointing to his head. Just like that, seeming like he was a bit mentally weak. Or maybe there's other problems going on, I'm not sure. And yeah, he's struggling. His mum did the embroidering. Makes more sense. Makes some sense. But I quite like to have a personalised bag. Quite cool. Anyway, new balls. It's 2-1 now. Carlos to serve. I mean, he's going to be serving rockets with these new balls, so it'll be So let's have a look how well he's serving. Let's see what he's got. Let's see the speed. Oh, serve down the tee. 220 kilometers an hour. Looked like a 240. The speed of these new balls. And he's 15 love up already. All it took was one shot. Obviously, new balls now. Another advantage for Alcaraz, because obviously just needs 2 service games now. That serve looked a mile out. But Korda taking advantage, going backhand cross winner. 15-all. Korda, Alcaraz looked like he almost stopped playing after that serve. Which is pretty interesting, actually. Because it wasn't out, so it must have been well in. Anyway, now 15 love. 15-all. Concentrate, Felix. Come on. 15-all. Alcaraz now on serve, goes down the tee, goes into the net. Needs to be making the first serves now, because when you've got new balls, you need to be making the ball for it to really do that type of damage. That makes sense. Kick serve to backhand of Korda. Is that in? Was in, and Alcaraz misses that ball. Super depth on the return from Korda now. Maybe an opportunity here. And clearly he's clearly if he's able to return with these new balls and get a racket on the ball, it's going to be flying off the string, so it's almost difficult for the server, if he's got a second serve, for example, to make it the third ball. Serve down the tee. Korda missing the return. That's costly. Good serving from Alcaraz, but that is costly for Korda. Could have been 3 break points to break back, but instead Alcaraz keeps his hopes alive in this set. 30-all. Alcaraz to serve from the juice side. It goes serve out wide. What I was expecting. Gets a short forehand. Goes with a drop shot. That is super smooth. Super soft hands. And he's up. Game point to go 3-1 up and be 1 game away from winning the next gen ATP finals. We will be streaming the main ATP final, or just the ATP finals, the rest of the next week, or the coming week. So make sure you subscribe now to be notified when that comes out and be ready for when we stream it. As Alcaraz puts in a solid serve and wins the game. It's 3-1 up, 4-2, 4-3, 4-2. Could it be 4-1 to close it out? Carlos Ferrero looking confident in his player now, as he's 3-1 up and 1 game away from the title. Will it be a break like in the Baez match, or will it be a hold, and will Korda force him to hold his own service game? Good return from Alcaraz, good depth. Now on the forehand, goes down the line. Korda goes backhand cross. Alcaraz goes backhand cross again. Alcaraz on the forehand now goes inside out. Gets a shorter ball coming into Korda's forehand. Korda plays a high ball. Alcaraz not needing to play an extra shot because it goes in, well, bounces before it hits the net. I think it hit the roof. 15 up to Alcaraz. This guy's in a different world at the moment, playing such a high level of tennis, and Korda struggling to find the answers. I wouldn't say Korda has played badly. I mean, just Alcaraz just outclassing him on a few separate points, and just not putting in the serving performance that I guess he would have liked. Goes with the kick, second serve to Carlos's forehand. Carlos now on the forehand goes cross. Korda goes back, forehand cross. Carlos goes down the line with the forehand. Korda goes back up the line with the backhand. Carlos was expecting it to the backhand, and Carlos misses in the net off an approach from Korda. Very interesting. Carlos was covering the backhand wing almost, over recovering, and Korda just goes simple backhand up the line, and Alcaraz caught off guard and drops a short ball. Very interesting that he's kind of guarding his backhand almost. 15-all now. Korda goes serve into the net. Serve to Carlos's backhand. Korda goes back again on that backhand side, but pushes it long. 30-15. 2 points away now. He gets this one. He's got 3 match points. This is a key point here for Korda. Needs to find a way of just holding his nerve, putting in a solid serve. I'd probably go T if I were him. Goes out wide instead. Alcaraz plays a short ball, goes inside out. That's why he's a professional player. And I'm not currently. He chose the better option and got a short ball and won the point. And it's 30-all now. Just giving a bit of a lifeline in this game. He definitely wants to be making Alcaraz serve it out. Because, you know, when people serve it out, all types of pressure. Serve to Alcaraz's backhand, goes down the line. Korda goes backhand cross, pushes it wide. Oh dear. Championship point. Alcaraz. 2 championship points. Get pumped up in here. 2 championship points for Alcaraz right now. Can he convert one of them? And can he finish on a break? Serve out wide from Korda. Alcaraz, unbelievable return. Goes back behind. Korda's paid an unbelievable point. 40 juice. Sudden death. It comes down to a sudden death point to decide the championship. Well, not really to decide it, because if Alcaraz loses, he still serves for it. But an opportunity to close it out on a sudden death point. Has he got the nerve? Korda goes down the tee. Alcaraz goes forehand into the net. He's going to make Alcaraz serve for it. Close. Save those 2 championship points. I mean, if he turns this around, like in the Gaston match where he had match points against him and turn around to win, that would be unbelievable. But I have a sneaky suspicion after even having, you know, points to win the championship on the return, he's going to more than do enough on the serve now. But obviously, in moments like this is when pressure plays a big role in tennis. And this is where you really have to keep your nerve. And this is what obviously Alcaraz has practiced and trained to do. So we'll see how he deals with the pressure. See how he deals with the pressure now. How to watch it, I'm watching it on Amazon Prime Video. So I guess there's only 1 game left, so you could just watch my commentary. It would probably be easier, you know, if you know what I mean. You know, probably easier. And while you're here, you might as well subscribe. I'll greatly help out the channel, and you'll also see this live sub count change, which is crazy. I like to do it when I'm on other people's live streams, so why not? Carlos looking kind of relaxed. He doesn't play with a dampener, which is interesting because I like to play with the dampener. I think it kind of just helps me. But I guess maybe if Carlos doesn't need one, maybe I should try without. You know, I need to find a way of hitting his levels of spin. If that's his secret weapon. Wait, does he use dampener? Maybe he does. Didn't look like he did. So maybe if that's how he produces his crazy levels of spin, I need to try it out. I don't really think it has an effect. Just the vibrations of when you hit the racket. No, I don't think he does. Anyway, 3-2 serving for the championship. Let's see what Carlos Alcaraz has in the locker. Let's see what he's got. Serve from Alcaraz goes down the tee. Korda shipping the return. Alcaraz goes to Korda's backhand and goes cross. Alcaraz goes inside in. Korda on the stretch goes whip angle. Alcaraz goes down the line. That is crazy. Now gets a backhand, goes down the line again. Korda on the stretch. Alcaraz plays a drive volley straight through the middle. Korda plays the ball high. Alcaraz with his lob. Oh my god, he's missed the smash. What is this guy doing? 2 times he had an opportunity to close it out. He's smiling. But he has the simple overhead. He could have even let it bounce. And he messed up the drive volley. He went straight back at Korda. And now that's the 2nd overhead he's missed. Missing the overhead wide. Was not expecting that one. Oh, goodness. There's the pressure coming into play. Right there. Serve from Alcaraz. Goes out wide. Korda goes backhand return. Alcaraz goes forehand cross court. Misses. This is interesting. I mean, obviously, if he loses this game, it goes to a tiebreak. And there, can he even hold the nerve in a tiebreak even? So it'll be an unbelievable comeback from Korda, I have to say. 30 love. I mean, he's really got to concentrate now, because he can't go 40 love down surely. Serve goes out wide. Misses the return. Solid serving from Carlos. We know he's got a big serve under pressure, but does he have a big serve under pressure? Like proper pressure, from championship point pressure? We will remain to find out. Let's see. 15-30 now. Serve down the tee. Korda chips to return. Short forehand from Carlos. Goes to Korda's forehand and he misses. Solid play from Carlos. Looks like he found a bit of rhythm in the service game. And here is the big point. He loses it, he's 2 break points down. If he wins it, he's 2 championship points up. And then a break point down if he loses the point, but you know what I mean. Here we go. Let's see what he's got in the locker. 30 all. Serve out wide. Korda chips to return. Carlos now with the forehand goes down the line. Bang on the line. Oh, it's too good. There it is. There's the signature Carlos Alcaraz forehand down the line. That's exactly what you'd expect from a player of his caliber. Rocket down the line. And here we have now 40-30. 40-30. Championship point number 3. Let's see what he's got. Serve down the tee. Korda with the forehand. Carlos goes forehand cross. Korda on the stretch. Smash. Straight back at Korda. Another smash. Straight back at Korda, but he makes it. Really struggling on the smash. But Carlos Alcaraz becomes the next gen finals champion. The 3rd iteration. The 2nd youngest player to participate. And the seed number 1 does take the title as the next gen finals champion. A very, very strong performance from the young star. And he's now won 6 sets in a row in the semis and the final. Or 7 or 8, if you, I don't know exactly how many. But semis and final, he won all 6 sets. Didn't even lose a single set. And that is an extremely strong performance from Carlos Alcaraz. And there'll be definitely more things to come in the future from this guy. I mean, he's only, 32 in the world now. So definitely a lot of opportunities to go deep in slams. I mean, if he plays like that, Korda's number 39 could easily become top 32 with Alcaraz. And so definitely an opportunity is there for him to go deep in slams and find a way of perhaps in the next 2 years winning a slam. With performances like that, there are still things in his game I think he needs to work on, like the smashes. Maybe an element he should have a look at. Also just the general movement, the overcompensating for the backhand, a few decision-making things, but other than that, against a world-class player, against Sebastian Korda, who's obviously top 50 in the world, a pretty flawless performance, managing to dig it out in the first set with a tie break after saving 5 break points, and then closing it out 4-2, 4-2 in the remaining 2 sets with a break apiece. One break in each set. Looking at the stats rundown, we'll do a quick stats breakdown. We've got 16 winners for Korda, for Alcaraz, 8 for Korda. So clearly a much more dominant performance, and again, less unforced errors. It all comes down to more winners, less unforced errors than your opponent. Both equaling at 4 aces. Solid first serving from Alcaraz, 70% first serve percentage, but winning less points on serve. So Korda is still holding his own in that situation, and both winning less than 50% on second serves. So something definitely to look at would be winning more points on the second serve, making more first serves, because when it's going in, obviously they're winning more than 70% of the points. And then obviously the amazing statistic, Carlos Alcaraz saving 100% of break points faced. And he faced 6 break points in the entire match, which is an unbelievable statistic. And Korda is only saving 67%, and those 2 breaks proving costly in the end, as he gets broken twice in the remaining 3 sets to lose them 4-2, 4-2. And I mean, it'll be definitely interesting to see where Alcaraz goes next, obviously in the 2022 calendar year. This year's over now in terms of tennis for him, but definitely I reckon he'll be looking to come back strong for the Australian Open, or again on a hard court surface, clearly where he feels quite comfortable being able to win this. I'm sure as a Spaniard to be looking forward to the clay court swing, but yeah, definitely a strong prospect and a player to look out for when you're looking at some of these guys in the future. But yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. At times a bit of buffering from the stream, a bit of a few things not amazing, but I think we did the best in the situation. And now obviously there will be more streams to come this week, or the next week technically, because we've got the ATP finals. I think tomorrow we definitely got 2 matches on. Whether we'll stream one of them remains to be determined, but definitely subscribe and turn the bell notifications on to be notified when we do go live and we do stream. And it's also more likely to pop up in your like suggested feeds. So if you do that, then you're more likely to come across the live stream and you know, check it out, especially when we're going to be doing the semis and the finals, because I'm definitely interested to see if Djokovic can win a 7th NITA or the ATP finals tournament. He's obviously finishing the year as world #1, so it'd be unbelievable if he can. I think it's his 5th, 7th or 6th. I think maybe he's won 5, so 6th would be if he wins. So equaling then Federer with so he maybe next year he'll go ahead of Federer in that statistic. So it'd be interesting to see, you know, who's going to perform well, and then you can come and let me know who you think is going to, you know, get through to the semis, who's going to get through to the final, and who's going to win in the ATP finals next week. So make sure, you know, you stick around for that, and I hope you enjoyed this stream. Definitely a lot more to come from 2 of these amazing players, and I'll definitely be looking out for both of these guys on the tour next year and looking forward to seeing them play, because clearly, you know, it brings awareness to the fact of how young they are playing this tournament. Obviously all under 21, so it makes you really realise how much ability these guys have and how far they can go in the tournaments to come. You know, obviously last year we saw Jannik Sinner win, and he's obviously done extremely well in the last year since then. And so now we have Carlos Alcaraz in the spotlight. So it'll be interesting to see how he progresses. Hopefully the win doesn't like put some pressure on him to do well like we've seen other players do in the past. But yeah, hope you enjoy the stream. I'll definitely be streaming again in the coming week. So make sure you kind of look out for that one. And if you're in need of some commentary while you're watching your match, definitely come here, because I'll try and provide the best commentary for you guys. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.